Hello YouTube. I have for you today a 1973 MPC release of the Charger Daytona. Obviously these kits, if you ever find on eBay or other sites, are usually going for insane money, and I see very few people giving an inside look into these. So I wanted to go through my collection and give a little bit more of a look inside of these kits. So starting out, kit number on this is 731225, and you can see a nice view of the K&K Insurance Charger Daytona there on the side. And there you go. One fun thing about these cars, if you are not a fan of NASCAR or have not seen these before, these were only run for 1 year before NASCAR outlawed them. It was 1970, and that was it. After that, they had outlawed the use of the winged car, and the question becomes what might have been, because these things were phenomenal if you do any research on them. So, taking a look here, a couple of old advertisements. So you have the new Lionel History of Railroading wall poster you could get. You could get the Car Model magazine, only 12 issues for $3.69. So, special limited time offer. Wonder if that's still valid. Also, you got the Here Comes Zingers from MPC. Decals, we'll take a look at those in a moment. Same with the actual thing. And then this, which is an iron-on patch for the Charger Daytona. Still original, not been, obviously ironed on to anything. So, there you go. Something you definitely don't see every day. So, I'll go ahead and slide the kit out of the way. We'll take a quick glance through the instructions. So, this one is, again, from about 1973. There's a few differences between the boxings of this and the original NASCAR series, but it's pretty much the same relative era. So taking a look here, basic frame, big block motor, the additional enforcing bracing for the actual engine, roll cage, gauge clusters up here, and then decal placement, putting in rear bumper, window glass, all of that. So, yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward, not much to it. So, like I said, let's take a look here. So we have the decals here. So we have the white lettering to go up the side, and then the Charger Daytona here, and individual. All of these are individual decals, which is kind of nice. As you can see there. And I'll slide it in. So if you take a look, this is pretty much a fairly close to stock Dodge Charger. Not a lot of difference between it. You do have the wheel wells in the kit. Now this has not been painted. This is the original base, as is. So kind of crude, really pretty crude when it comes to the detail, but given its age, it is what it is. So let me tip this up so I can get a little bit better shots. There we go. Alright, so kind of glancing around, at the wheel wells. You can see some molded on detail through there. Like I said, very crude molding. It actually looks like it's been painted. I honestly do not believe it has. Just looking at the actual plastic itself, it just is not the greatest in the world. But for 1973, kind of get what you get. You have the front of the Charger Daytona to get that classic look to it. Have the stripped out interior so it goes all the way back to the wheel wells back here. Taking a look here, you have the nice 70s era. Let me force that to focus. There we go. Nice 70s era racer rims in the chrome there. Additional little sticker here. And that fourth rim is actually in one of the tires, so you can see that. And then, kind of glancing on through here, some of the different parts. Steering wheel, the stock dash, top of the wing. Try to just kind of grab through and grab out a lot of the real points here to it. Slide that part out. So, a couple of little air intake scoops, the wheels, the backing to the wheels. So, just is what it is. Again, it's a very stock kit. There's not a great deal of extra detail to it. But again, for the time, that's really what you got. It does have the wider rear tires and narrower front tires. And the winglets that go up for the rear wings. A couple of ejector pins here and there that you'll have to contend with. But again, this is what the original Dodge Charger Daytona kits look like. So hopefully you've enjoyed kind of an in-depth look into one of these old NASCAR kits. The nice thing that I have seen, just seeing here the last couple of days, is Revell has just re-released or has released a Dodge Charger Daytona stock car. I have yet to get my hands on one, so I do not know. I'm sure that there's going to be dozens of reviews about this out on YouTube. But again, I don't know how the detail looks inside, if it's just a stock normal car that has a roll cage, or if it's actually a little bit more customized to what the original Dodge Charger Daytonas were, having, you know, some additional filler patches up here on the front, things like that. I don't honestly know without, like I said, getting my hands on one, and just haven't had the time to do that yet. So hope you've enjoyed this look. Like I said, an old NASCAR kit, the K&K Insurance number 71.